Mr. Big Show. With my guest today, Zen.
What's up?
Hey Zen, how's it going today?
It's going pretty good. I would say good vibration.
Good vibrations aplenty and abound in the studio where the Mr. Big Show is recorded. Tell me, is Zen your real name?
That's it.
I feel like we need to do this first.
Yeah, it goes back to since day one.
Who named you Zen?
That'd be my mom, She was a
Cool
Robert
lady.
Plant album, what is it? Everything then and or Zen
Now and Zen?
Now and Zen. Yeah, that was it.
Really?
Yeah.
You're named after a Robert. That's a
That was a solo album.
a commonality between my mother and yours. She loved Robert Plant solo.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I was not named Zen though.
No.
I would venture to say that your mother is a bigger Robert Plant fan than my mother.
She was like kind of more into that hard rock, kind of some 80s, some vibes,
Could you talk a little closer to the mic or hold it?
Oh, okay. It looks like it's doing pretty good.
It's
Can
not.
you guys hear me?
It's not.
Okay, let's see.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Keep
let
like
me-
an inch. Yeah,
Okay,
sorry. It's frustrating. I'll get better mics soon.
Okay, all right.
But so your mother was a rocker in the 80s, and she decided to name you Zen, and that's the story behind your name.
Yeah, she was just like, "Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be a cool name."
For a man to live with.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
my friend. I respect you, and you obviously do live with this name. I think it's great in
Yeah.
many ways because it's a unique name, a unique male name at that.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Did you know there's like Kaizen? Have you ever heard of that?
yes, that's
More Japanese. Yeah.
come across. I've come across that.
Yeah.
What is Kaizen?
It just means kind of like moving forward in a positive way.
Oh, look at that! You
Yeah.
learned something new on
Yeah,
the Mr.
and then
Big
Kai
Show.
is usually like kind of in the, Hawaiian culture, and it's like the sea.
Kai was the name of my first composition student. He was from China,
Nice.
and
Kai Gannon is he's a cool dude that does my art. His name's Kai.
and your name is Zen, and
Yeah.
together you're Kai Zen.
Yeah.
I just think that's minimally interesting and cool. Not the most interesting thing or the only thing about you, but
Keeps you calm.
it forces you. I couldn't even imagine living a life with a name that was a lesson.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, it was just like everyone was like, "Oh, that's so cool," and then for some reason it kind of died down. Like I didn't hear people talk about it. And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And then they would come in waves, and I was like, "Oh, okay, now they want to know again." It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, it is. That's cool that you have the ability to analyze patterns like that. I think that's not something everybody can do.
Yeah, I mean, usually I get like a lot of old people who are like, "Ben?" That's what it used to be. Like it was weird. And there was a whole transition.
No.
There was a whole transition. Like it started with Ben. Like everyone thought my name was Ben, and then Ben was kind of out. Like it was out of the just popularity, I guess. And then it became like Zach. Like, oh, Zach. There were Z names, Zach.
People would call you
And
Zach.
I'm like, what? Or no, Zane. Or Zane. Yeah, Zane.
Zane.
Yeah. Oh, Zan. And I'm just like, yes, my name is Zan.
That's funny. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, usually they're like, is your mom a hippie? And they're like, no. They're like, is your mom
Is your mom a hippie?
Buddhist? And no, and then something like that. But it's pretty funny.
Yeah. What a peaceful existence.
Yeah,
you
I've
lead.
actually met 2 Zens
Really?
in my life. It was really weird. I moved to New Mexico for like 3 years, and it was at elementary school, and it was like 5th grade, and I was there for like a couple months. And they were like, "Oh, there's already 2 Zens here." And I was like, "What?" And it was like, I think they were both younger than me. and one was a boy and one was a girl. I was like, damn, what are the odds? There's 3 Zens in an elementary school.
In New Mexico.
In New Mexico, of all places.
That sounds like a plan by the government to see what happens when you put 3 Zens in a room. Like,
yeah, it's some.
I don't know. What a one in a universe. What are the probability of that? Like,
I
don't
didn't
even
think it
you
was
could
ever
map
gonna
that.
happen. Like, I thought maybe one person. Like, oh yeah, there you go, one person. You know, I met somebody.
It's not a mathematical thing. Well, what do you think a name is for? Like, ultimately.
Hold on, let me think about that. You know, I don't know. I feel like names are pretty cool because a lot of times people say like, oh yeah, you know, what happens if I had a different name or someone else had a different name? You usually come up with a name that kind of like seems like it would make sense for some weird reason.
Yeah, like you look like a
You're
Chad.
like, oh
or,
yeah, like, oh
know,
hey,
you
what's
look
up,
like-
Tyler?
right?
You know, like you,
You look up. People look like names sometimes. That's true.
like you just like, oh yeah, that person definitely looks like their name, and it's like it happens a lot. I think more often.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, because like a name is obviously like what you call someone to get their attention. Like
Yeah.
it's a.
And you can have
it's
more
a
than one.
uniqueness thing.
You can have more than one name too that looks like you. You know, I feel like.
Yeah. You could be a Chad and a Tyler.
Yeah, you could
You
be,
could
a Chyler.
It's like
No, that's bad.
Travis with the CH.
Yeah. I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that as well. What are we drinking?
You know, it's just like I said, that good vibrations. It's a
Zoinky.
pink guava and mango kettle sour, 4.9.
A kettle sour, eh?
And that Cresslin. What was it? You know, or
No, I'm kidding. Small town vibes.
the vibes.
We have a lot of beer here because I guess everyone's an alcoholic. So I benefit from that. Pink guava
Yeah.
and mango.
Yeah, it does. I mean, the mango is like kind of there.
It's the aftertaste for sure.
Yeah. And the look.
Yeah. I can taste the guava like in every bite.
Yeah. So you got a cow on the floor now. Is this real?
Yeah, it's a real cow. Her name's Colby. Colby.
Colby beef.
That's Kobe beef actually. Which
Shit.
is very expensive. Have you ever had any like
Yeah, I feel
nice.
I feel like I've had some.
some Kobe? I've been sold a Kobe burger. I don't know if
Okay.
it was
Have you ever
actual
had
Kobe
a-
beef.
Bison burger?
I have.
Where at?
Bison's delicious. Bison I've had not here. Arizona, I had it on a cruise ship. I had a bison steak one time.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the best cut of bison I've had. And then in Montana, I think it was on the menu.
Yeah,
I had a
that-
bison burger
yep.
in Montana.
That's where I had a bison burger.
Montana, they like to like, I don't know, it's like
But it's funny because you have
ultra.
you have the bison burger, or you could get what do they have? Don't they have like a moose burger or something?
A moose burger. I don't know if a moose
no,
burger
they have
would taste
no, they
good.
have a deer burger.
No, probably
No,
wouldn't.
elk. That's what
elk.
it is.
Elk is good.
Elk. Yeah,
Elk's
yeah.
fucking
So they have
delicious.
bison and elk, and usually in the bison burger, every time I've
Delicious.
had it, it's been with bacon. You know, bacon bits in
Bacon
it,
bits in the
like
burger.
to fatty it. It's like lean meat, lean healthy bison with some bacon bits.
That to me is like a it makes sense because the fat and the lean
Yeah.
is good for ground meat because it provides some kind of texture for that.
Okay.
Like that's the thing, like you grind multiple types of meat together to make the best burger. You don't use just one type of meat. You kind of get like chuck and then like maybe some short rib or something. I don't even know. Don't listen to me. Don't make this burger. Maybe do. I can't remember if I'm remembering correctly, so I'm just saying
I've just had
shit.
bacon.
Bacon makes sense because it's
Yeah.
the fat that you would need to replace that because you want like a 80-20 mix. Lean fat for the taste and the texture of a hamburger.
Well, yeah, it's grease.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
grease at a certain point. Like
Yeah.
the bison, that sounds like delicious because it's.
Yeah. And you always get sweet potato fries too.
Is it really? Is that
I
a
mean,
thing?
that's what I got.
Is it a requirement?
Did you get them?
Did they put a gun to your head and make you get sweet potato fries? Then?
No.
So what
Anyway.
what
Next.
kind of music you don't have to announce it like the cue
I'm
cards.
just kidding.
Zen's the fucking cue cards. What kind of projects are you working on lately? In your life, like are you projecting anything onto a goal and then trying to fulfill that goal through actionable
Wow. Is this thing on? No, I'm just kidding.
endeavors? I don't know.
Yeah, it's on.
I know it's on. 100% it has to be.
So just, like let's see. I have a lot of things kind of in my notes, like as far as like things that I have done and almost done or like need to be done, So but mainly I've been doing like a lot of mixes and just like making samples, But lately I've been making a few songs.
Do you have a sample? Do you have a way to monetize those samples? I've heard about this before.
Yeah, it's just at
What's it called?
Zen Samples on Instagram, Zen Samples, one word.
And you just click the links and then you get these sounds.
Yeah, you can search it. You could Google it, Zen Samples, one
Do you have
word.
to pay money?
So it's donation right now only.
Okay.
So you
donate some money.
You could pay whatever
Don't
you
just
want.
steal that shit.
Yeah. There's
Anyways.
three drum kit
Whatever
packs
he
with
says.
random sounds. So there's some chords, some hats, and some Rhodes sample things. Some
like the
jingles. Yeah.
Steve has a Rhodes.
Nice.
From Wood on Wood.
Oh, it's a Rhodes that I made on the Nord.
You should check out his Rhodes, is what I'm saying. Like, it's pretty fucking sick.
No, yeah, it's an investment and in space.
Yeah, it's a lot of space.
It's like
'cause you
it's
need
mainly
speaker
the
for it,
space,
too.
and it's just you got to move it around.
Yeah.
But they're sick.
Nords are pretty fucking sick though too. What kind of Nord do you have?
Dude, I got the OG Nord piano. That's it. It's not even the 2, the 3. It's the OG.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's got nice, sounds and effects and stuff.
I remember playing on those in somebody's church. What's your Sorry, I interrupted you. What else were you saying?
Yeah, I just got some samples. I'll be working on samples pretty much most of this summer as far as a goal for like making more packs and getting those out. But yeah, just about to finish up some projects, but we'll see, I don't know. I've been pretty busy. But yeah, a lot of mixing and stuff lately, kind of just mixing shit.
Do you like mixing?
Yeah, it's cool. It's just tedious, but like you know what to do. You just got to get it done,
Yeah. Like what's is there just a lot of separate workflows or like a lot of little things that you're doing like?
Well, one big thing, like I feel like yeah, I'm doing a little bit of everything like for all my projects, but I haven't really set a goal as far as what I want next, It's besides the samples. That's for sure something I've been working on. But like for my music, I kind of put a hold cuz I was like, "Oh, I got to think of another meaning for what this is, So, and I was like, it was kind of hard cuz I was like, I don't want this just to be like another beat tape, or something. So I was just trying to think, if I can get something, something that's like a good message,
What are you looking forward to do? Like, you say you don't want to. I mean, you're kind of insulting your music before it's even out. Like,
Oh
why would
yeah, no,
anybody think
I'm
that?
all
Like,
believer of that.
What's this perception like? What are you trying to make? First of all,
well, I'm just making music. I love creating. Like I feel like the creating process for me is the one of the, it's the probably the best part, cuz you're like in the moment and you're just kind of creating stuff. And then like mixing is like that tedious, like really have to like analyze, the sound, and then it just kind of goes from there. But what was the question again?
well, that's kind of the whole outsourcing thing. No, just like what are you trying to like make like with?
Well, I was thinking
like
about
your music. Like
yeah.
you say you don't want to just make a beat tape.
Well,
like,
I have
what
some
are
beats.
You trying to make?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I have a couple. I have this thing that's
like, are you trying to say something? Are you trying to make like fucking absolute music? Are you trying to advance like some kind of theory you have? Like what? Like are you? Is it creative express? Like where? Like I'm curious. Where does this? If it's not a beat tape, like, and I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like what that means. Like besides. Kind of it sounded like a write-off, like just another beat tape. So that's what I took it as. I don't know if that's what you meant, but like
no, like
I don't know, kind of nonchalant. Like I think your music's more than that, but like
yeah.
what are you trying to make? Like
well, like I said, I have this duo in mind with my friend, but he's he's gonna do some. We'll be like two musicians and kind of like do a kind of hip hop thing with drums and.
Like 21 Pilots?
I'm
sorry.
No, but just a little more chilled out than that.
Like, have you heard of Crane Bin?
Crane Bin?
Crane Bin.
Probably not. I don't think so.
What about, what was that?
Sorry, Crane Bin.
Almond Tobin?
Yes, like a long time ago.
Almond Tobin a long time ago, yeah. Krang Bin's a little bit newer band.
I used to know him as Amon Tobin, but who knows? I have no idea.
Who knows how to say that shit?
Because I forgot. Like,
did you have friends that would tell you how to say things?
That's all I think I've heard, honestly. Amon
Tobin. I just don't know how to say it. Tobin. Tobin.
So where's my drum pad? My launch pad? No, I'm just kidding.
Zen wants me to make a soundboard for the Mr. Big Show.
Next time he's got to have some sound effects.
Well, now that you've said that.
Yeah. A little bit of reverb or something.
Yeah.
Just
wash that out like.
Yeah. You can have your stuff that you've recorded, for your intro,
I like to overlay the intro. This is what I've done. I've made like mini intros for the SoundCloud versions of some of these things and like just overlaid it like. Have you seen like Mono Neon? Shout out Mono Neon.
Yeah, what's up?
No. I saw you at the Electric Mile. You were exiting and I was like, it's Mono Neon. I love you. Anyways, but besides that, he makes little videos where he like harmonizes or makes melodies out of like just videos of people talking.
I know, it's nuts. Yeah.
So I do a shitty version
of that.
It goes hard.
Goes hard for sure.
I do a shitty version of that. Inspired by Mono Neon.
Oh, cool. You been doing that?
A little bit. I didn't do it for the last one. I have to go. I haven't released it on SoundCloud yet.
Okay.
Because there's size limits for the free account. So I released.
Have you been doing shows on that?
That's what I started, and then I uploaded everything to YouTube.
You filled up. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And YouTube's unlimited space, so it's a better idea all around.
That's how it was with Electric Souls. We had like some DJ shows, and then we maxed out.
Yep.
Like SoundCloud.
It's not that expensive. I have a pro account already, though. That's why I can't justify it for like
Sorry,
something
SoundCloud.
that use.
I don't got that pro anymore.
Or it was like, or
everyone's from America anyway.
Bro, I didn't even fucking use it. Like they just get you to spend money on.
All
shit.
my followers are.
Also,
SoundCloud
I thought there wouldn't be a pandemic.
I mean, there's some other countries that I get, but mostly California. Let's be real. No, I'm just kidding.
You should travel and spread your music that way.
Yeah, dude, spread it like a. Like
the Wuhan coronavirus. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
whoa! Don't use that W word. No.
Yeah, watch out.
I'm kidding. Chinese virus. I'll edit that out.
No. Balls.
Balls. Scrog.
So, what about you? What do you got some projects lately? Any big projects?
I'm making a 45. I've said that every
45?
episode.
What, you're making 45?
I'm making a 45. So I decided that it's better for me to distribute music manually.
Manually. With the 45, you mean
I am
like
the
a vinyl?
rack jobber.
Of-
The 7-inch.
The 45.
The 45. The very expensive 45 that probably no one will buy, but I'm only making 22 of them. So,
Okay.
and they'll be, like $77 a piece.
Okay.
It's a wild business plan. We'll see if it works out, but it's art. So, I think that making 22 of them and charging 77 is reasonable for a cost benefit analysis, and then the work that I put into the music that is going to be on there. And then I'm not going to release it digitally.
Okay.
So it'll just exist on those 45s, and people who have those can do whatever they want.
Wow.
It's like a geocaching, like, scavenger hunt. Like, not like that. I'm not going to hide them, but, like,
there are some
you have
people
to
I see,
find
I see in the
your
comments, like a lot of
underground.
people that are dropping vinyls still. It's like you still see, like, in the comments, where's the 45s? There's always that one person in the
7
comments.
inches are kind of weird. I mean,
Where the 45 at?
yeah.
Is it going to be in 45s? Like,
Yeah, people like vinyl. Like, it's not an unpopular.
No,
It's
I have
actually had steady growth
I
for
have
a while.
I know I have a record player.
Do you have two?
I only have one. I have a
We
solo,
need to get you another
but
one.
I have other decks,
I know
for
you got
digital.
the,
Yeah.
I know you got the decks, bro.
But-
This bro's got the decks.
But
There's a camera.
yeah. I mean, I have a you can change it to 45, so if you got one, I could play it.
Yeah. I might not. I'll tell you. I might have a few extra that fell off the back of the truck that don't cost any money for you and a couple other people, but pay me. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, so where are you going to market?
So like just personally network it.
Bandcamp?
Fuck Mancamp. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know why I looked at you because
No, yeah.
I'm.
They do take
I'm like, sorry, Bandcamp.
They do take 15%.
Yeah, I'd take 100% of what I
Well, because
made.
of PayPal and stuff, too. You ever use PayPal?
I'll probably have to set up a PayPal or
It's-
something. But the idea
it's
is I
the
have
worst.
my own website,
Yeah,
so it's like
yeah.
people could go to my website.
Oh, yeah. Well, PayPal.
Polylythicproductions.com. Might change name soon
Shout out.
because I don't know if that's too generic to trademark. It's my own problem. But
Yeah.
we're
You
going,
didn't, you
bro.
didn't hear that. No, just kidding.
Nobody
But you did.
But you did. I mean, it's hard to start a business and get it running, but we do what we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do what we can, and then we do better.
Yeah. No, I'll have some more samples soon. So,
It's just fun to make shit. So it's like
Send
at the end of the day,
samples,
you gotta be
you know.
happy.
yeah, it was a pretty good download actually rate for the first two, and then the third one. Yeah, it was pretty good. I was
Just
surprised.
keep doing it. I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh
because
yeah.
that's the thing. It's like it's a long game.
Yeah.
Long
yeah.
game.
Well, finishing up my schooling right now, so I've been doing a lot of projects with that. Just getting
What are you
it,
going to school for?
wrapping it up. Music tech, in SUU.
So you're learning how to be an engineer.
I feel like
What are you learning?
the engineer part's
What
there.
have you learned?
It's like I would say I could tell you all the courses. Like the courses were Live Sound 1, Live Sound Advanced. So just kind of mixing, every week. Then we have like
What do you feel like you could do?
electronic sequencing. It was more synthesizer stuff, like it was all the things that I knew and I focused on already. But there was like a lot of there's always these moments where you like connect the dots like between things you didn't know. Like, you always use this thing, but you never actually looked into what it's doing or what it is or, and you're just so comfortable using it just like from experimentation, like what,
Sure.
yeah. So, but, yeah.
I understand that completely. Like you learn a lot.
Yeah, there was just a little fill in the gap moments, but the business, there was like the business class that was cool. Just kind of learn more about copywriting and get, you got to get your copyright down, get your pick your pros if you're into that. It's all a choice,
You gotta
but
register
there's
with the PRO to get money, though.
yeah, it's you never know. Like you could get a song and then someone remixes it, It's just you got to keep putting out and then one day, something can
Well,
happen.
doesn't matter. Like the something happening is like it's all a matter of perspective, kind
Oh
of.
yeah, it's all about the process.
Like, 'cause I think we're, there's a way to measure success.
That's what the cess is the process.
Yes, I was like, yes, it is. There is a way to measure success, though. Like
Excuse me.
ultimately, and I think that plays into, the choices that you should make a little bit. But ultimately, you have the final say for everything. So
Yeah.
your choices shouldn't be
Yeah,
limited to. I'm following the path. Like your choices shouldn't be limited to following a pre-designated path, like to nowhere.
Oh
'Cause, like,
yeah.
a lot of the times I feel like that's what schools are. That's why I was like, what do you feel like you could do? Like, I mean, now you can teach, like, you have a master's degree from an
Yeah.
accredited university.
That's
Like,
all I can do is a
you can teach it at another
community
university.
college. Well, honestly,
Mostly
yeah.
community college.
Yeah, like it's going
Which
to be
isn't bad. I
No,
mean,
no, yeah, it's cool.
but it's like,
But
is
that's
that
going to
what
be
you want to
part-time.
do? Like, do you
Huh?
want to fucking
Oh,
deal
I mean,
with?
I'll look into it. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's whatever. I mean, the thing is, it's all a gigging, lifestyle, like with being
Yeah.
a musician.
But is
So,
that one of the gigs you want to have, like, ultimately?
yeah, I
At
mean,
this point in your life, I know you teach a lot, like, to our kids. Like, is it really
I
that
love
different
it.
teaching
Yeah,
kids from
it is.
adults?
No, I mean, I teach all ages. That's the cool thing is like I teach little kids all the time, like, and they're doing great. And then I teach older people and they're into it. They catch on, and they're doing great. Maybe they play guitar, want to learn the drums or something.
Or want to learn how to DJ?
I help out because I love this stuff and like it's really cool because I do teach the age that I started at. Doing kind of Ableton and recording and kind of producing and so it's really cool because and you learn, you're still learning, like as you're going through it, and it's just like all repetition, so kind of makes you lesson plan like a bunch of things that you need to learn, so it's like you're kind of getting involved, and then it's community too, like I do all ages, so like I'll have students that end up throwing me projects later on because they start getting so good, and I'm like, damn, like you're getting some clients and like you make some sick shit, like like that's what's up, that's, and then you just return the favor for all kinds of stuff. So um and they even like they become like so cool that they even offer like, hey, if you're ever in Portland, stop on by, like
Yeah, it's like
you
a
know
community, kind of.
yeah, and I keep track of everybody, either on Instagram or text, and even if they're not interested in getting a lesson, I still kind of connect and like hook them up with like producer tips and shit. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool that you've built up a community like that on your own, because it's like hard to do that. Do you really want to be famous though at any point in your life? Is that something that's crossed your mind? Like, I want to have a hit song,
I mean,
like on
I
your
love
own?
not really on my own. I mean, that'd be cool, like as like a duo or like a as like
Like your hip
a
hop duo that you
trio.
want to do.
Yeah, like yeah, a duo or exactly. So I mean, that would be cool, but everyone's so busy, everyone plays the like solo game. Like that's why there's DJs, It's like it's just kind of more convenient for your timeline. No one's timeline is like exactly the same. Sure. Did you already oh, you already had some.
Yes.
Is it good?
It's interesting. actually, after that pink guava.
Oh wow. Whoa. That is really interesting. It's like
It's kind of sweet.
it's like the opposite, Like the
Yeah.
first one was like bitter or tart, and then kind of like savory sweet, and then this one's like the complete opposite. It's
a
like
dry hop double IPA.
it comes in after with the
LFG. Looks crazy.
yeah, I mean this is I mean it's been cool, like it is cool doing projects and stuff, and like I've even had some of my students from LA that are just like, oh, you're so awesome, and they'll hit me up and be like, sorry to bug you, but like I had a question, and I'm like, what'd you do now, like and it would be like, oh, I couldn't get the MIDI, like the MIDI wasn't playing. I was like, well, you got to put it like a plug-in on it. And they're like, damn, that was it, and
no, sometimes you just need somebody else's help too.
yeah. And I tried to I was like, oh, you want some more like lesson? And they were like, nah. And that was it. That's what I was like, all right.
Yeah, no, I mean that's how life works out. But it's like, do you feel fulfilled in that? Like, do you need anything more out of like music or art, like more recognition, like on a larger scale?
I mean, I'll be doing, my own stuff. It's like,
'Cause it's good. I mean, it's not like it doesn't like it couldn't garner that attention. I'm just like,
oh
wondering if,
yeah,
like,
no, I'm gonna be
you would
having
want that.
more time. I'm kind of making some game plans right now for my next like setup and just like project, 'cause I have a lot of beats and I have a lot of I do, like I said, I have a duo in mind, and it would be drums and bass, acoustic, and then like hip hop with some keys, and it would be sweet.
Any vocals?
Yeah.
Or rappers,
Yeah.
rhymers.
He's kind
reasoners?
of like a singer rapper, you can think of, it costs a lot. But yeah, he's got a cool voice and a cool sound and stuff, and we need to have something like this because it's been way too long, because we've known each other since like
a long time.
2007.
That's-
So
Wow, it's like 15 years,
yeah,
almost 15 years.
yeah. So he's like, I mean, I have homies like longer than that, but like that I still
You
keep in
measure
touch
your
with
homie's length?
longer than that. Like no longer in time, like
I'm sorry, bro.
but like but he's still around,
Yeah, I know he is. He's a cool guy. Lauren Acosta-lot.
Yeah, it costs a
Check
lot.
him out. He plays bass and writes cool music.
Yeah, and he's getting back into the music grind. It's just like everyone kind of goes into a hiatus, but it's it's kind of
A hiatus?
yeah, it's kind of like you just getting doing something else. That
You let it whip.
let it whip.
Yeah. You sell insurance, don't you? That's your like other job.
Oh, I
That's
mean,
your side hustle.
I do
right?
have a side hustle. If if you're working for, you need a quote for that good neighbor.
That good neighbor.
Yeah.
Zen is there.
Yeah, if you're.
But that's an interesting dichotomy. Charles Ives was also an insurance salesman and musician.
Oh yeah.
Do you have
that-
any
Yeah,
like
that's a good
specific connection?
historical musical event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a pretty cool musician too.
Yeah, I mean,
He only sold insurance too.
yeah.
And being a musician was a side hustle.
Yeah, and he basically
him.
was like, well, gotta pay
You
the
wouldn't
bills.
have Aphex Twin without Charles Ives. You wouldn't have like a whole lot of fucking
That's true.
weird folk music. Like what was that?
It's good to
band that
know.
Didn't
People were like weirded
Yeah.
out. I've been to a party where they had live music, and I told them I was a musician. They're like, "That's cool, man." And then I was like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "Blah blah blah." Somehow insurance gets about, and they're like, and they just walk away. And I'm just
you
it's
try
like
to sell them insurance?
I'm like, I'm not trying to sell insurance ever. Like ever. Like I don't.
Wait, you're not trying to sell insurance? But
No,
you
I
sell
do.
Insurance?
No, but like at a casual event, I'm not gonna just
No,
like,
I know what you mean.
you know,
I'm
like,
just giving you shit, man.
yeah, it's just like, it was just
That's-
funny. I didn't even say anything, and he just walked away. Like, it was like in his subconscious, you know. He
He's
didn't.
like, he's gonna try it. Maybe it was Amish.
I don't
Did you
know.
know that the Amish are fundamentally opposed to the concept of insurance because it's like a form of gambling?
It is a gamble.
No, it's a form of gambling.
Yeah,
according
it
to
is.
The Amish, and
It
they're
is
so,
yeah.
like Mennonites.
Well, it's it's
So that's the only
it's
the
a
only people who are legally allowed to not have insurance
wow.
in America for religious reasons.
That's crazy.
Did you know that?
I wonder who's paying for that in the taxes.
Their religion. Well,
We
their
are.
religion pays for the services that insurance would provide.
Huh. Wow.
That's
Yeah,
that's the reasoning.
I mean, it's
That's
good to
that's the
know,
rub.
like,
You can be exempt from insurance because of religious freedom, but your religion has to be older than 50 years, and it has to provide essentially health care and like, you know, pay in case you crash your buggy into a car.
yeah.
Whatever.
Well, it's good to know, you know, like, 'cause, you know, you get hit and then you think about it afterwards. And
They
you're
were a Mennonite.
like, it was like,
I'm sorry, Zen.
I don't know if this guy's on, man. He's on one.
Wow, 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 wow.
We need the soundboard.
I know we do.
Yeah, that'd be
Mission
sick.
Impossible thing.
You know, you could do it.
This
Like,
table is like, I bet this
You could
table
do
gives
it.
some people anxiety because of how fucking wobbly it is.
it's pretty wobbly.
And like beer's always almost spilling. It's like a tavern
Yeah.
from a video game with fake physics.
So yeah, man. Where are the hot wings? No, I'm just kidding.
Why does everyone compare this show to Hot Ones?
It's
There's no food. There's beer because
Yeah.
people get thirsty, and also water, which I haven't even poured.
beer
myself in.
ones.
Beer ones.
Beer ones.
Beer one. They call me Beer Guan.
No, I love hot ones. It's a good one.
Are you?
I love hot sauce though.
Are you
I'm
hungry?
a
I
sucker
just
for hot
spilled.
sauce.
This is frustrating. Are you hungry? Is this the subliminal message that I'm getting?
No, you're good.
No, I'm not hungry. No trouble at all, sir.
No,
We can order some hot wings right now. Have them delivered right to the studio.
yeah. No, that's fine. No, I'm good. Yeah. I am a hot wing.
Don't you fucking threaten me with a good time.
I am a hot wing.
You are a hot wing. We're
You
gonna
know.
call this episode. What are we gonna call it, Zen?
Guava and beets. I don't know.
Guavin Beats was
Guava.
Wait, was
Guava.
Zenny Beats.
Guava and beets.
Guava and Beats was Zenny Beats. What do you think of Kenny Beats?
He's fresh, man. He's doing
He's
good.
fresh? He's fresh on the tomato meter. Certified fresh.
Yeah, dude.
Will do me punching a tomato.
You know, he knows what's up. I like that new drum set that he got in his living room. He has like this.
What kind of drum set is it?
It's a
Target?
It's a A&F.
A nice one.
Yeah, and it's like it has like a really thin kick drum. You know,
Like one of those
really thin, just like
was it one of the? I know
silent
what you're talking
kind
about,
of
like,
kick drum.
like the one that we saw at the fucking NAMM show that one year.
Kinda. That one
That
was
is
really
big.
big.
That one was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
big.
No, but it was like this one's like flat and skinny, and so like when you kick it, it doesn't have a lot of bass because, you know, you don't want to be too loud. So it's kind of like a quieter drum set.
Where does Kenny Beats live?
I don't know, probably L.A., right? Doesn't he live?
Can he not make no? Is that what the drum set's for? Kenny Beats
No,
doesn't
he
have a house.
He plays all kinds of instruments. Yeah, he has a house, like a home studio house thing.
Why is it a silent drum set then?
Like it's just a practice kit, like in his living room. He's
Oh,
like
maybe
just for
maybe to not annoy people.
Yeah, it's just like it's just like a little pocket kit, that you could just like pull up to someone's house and it's like really small and it's not really
It's there,
loud,
yeah.
but
Hang on
it sounds fire.
You know what the funny thing was? Like, sometimes people.
Speaking of pocket kits, no, I'm just kidding.
Sometimes people will play the drums
Should
here,
record some.
and I could always tell when they're a real drummer because it's super the bass is super fucking loud. It sounds like an actual kick drum.
Oh yeah.
Like outside, like the bass bleeds through. It's always gonna bleed through.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, it just depends on the style too, but also the player.
But yeah, like you and fucking Francisco like beat on the goddamn drums.
Really?
You have the capability of doing that. Like,
Oh yeah.
Your
Now,
dynamic
Francisco
range,
is really
your
fat.
dynamic range is informed by the fact that you can smack them like 5 times as hard as an average person. Like, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Like Dakota plays the drums, and he's a pretty good drummer, but
Yeah, yeah.
like even when he's fucking like
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like, Zen's fucking banging on it, and you walk in, you're just like chilling, like not even. Sorry, I should have like pantomime drums.
Yeah, we could play some drums right now. I could play quiet if you want. You want to
play
see
as
how
loud
quiet
as
I
you
can
want.
play?
I know you can play quiet.
Yeah.
You played in an orchestra, right? What was that like? You have classical music.
Yeah,
background,
it's
like,
some
a
jazz drum set with some timpani, just finessing.
Did you play timpani? You didn't play timpani.
Yeah, I played timpani.
You didn't fucking play. I never saw you play the goddamn.
I played
timpani.
timpani. I played, snare. Played some bass drum.
I thought you played like aux most of the
Some,
time. And, like, the keyboard percussion.
Yeah, a little bit of some keyboard, some marimba vibes.
What do you mean? What did you play the most? I always remember you playing like fucking
In the orchestra?
vibes and like.
Oh yeah, orchestra. I played snare drum a lot. I played like bongos and like marimba and vibes.
You played pieces with like Ricardo and Francisco, right? Like duets.
Yeah.
Like crazy pieces.
Oh,
Didn't you
like
play that
percussion
one-
stuff,
Was-
just
wasn't
percussion
that,
ensemble.
that one mirrored piece? Was that you?
Oh yeah, yeah, with the marimba and the bass drum and the bongos.
Dude, that was fucking nuts.
Yeah, where we split each other's. We had half of a drummer and half of a mallet player
Yeah.
with like one drumstick and one mallet in each hand.
Yeah.
And then, we.
And it was like a fucking like form
That
that
one's
was
called
set up
As One. Yeah.
as one. Yeah, that's who wrote that? Do you remember?
Gene something.
Gene, baby.
Yeah.
Gene, baby, you're beautiful.
It's great,
It
I probably
actually is
butchered
very
that.
memorable.
but we'll get that in there in the comments.
Yeah, there's never been a single comment. We need to get more people to comment. I have good views, but no engagement. Motherfuckers!
Let's get some commenting.
Talk to me.
Yeah, hit us up.
I'll talk to you.
Like
I'll
it,
talk to you. Like
Share it.
Subscribe it. Share
know,
it. Fucking
bell
talk.
it.
The YouTube
Notify that
algorithm
shit.
loves it when you talk to me. What if I get famous? I'll give you $1. I don't
Yeah.
want to be famous. I like talking to people.
Yeah,
This is like a way of engaging, like just stroking all of my narcissism. Like, you might get to talk, but I get to talk too.
Mr. Big Show.
No, I'm kidding. Not really though. There's something in there. I don't know why I started this. I think it's more for the effect than it is like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see this whole process like unfold
Yeah.
consistently.
No, it's great.
Nice. You have to pee? Are you leaving?
No, I'm
Why?
still here. Let's
Zen's-
see if I can record some of this drums real quick.
Yeah, do it.
Let's see one-handed.
Did you get that, Mr.
Yeah,
Big
can
Show?
you hear that? That was one-handed.
That was a good one.
That was the vibe. That was the good vibrations.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
vibration.
drums are cool, you know, 'cause you just get to really like talk on them and just like kind of talk back.
That was a concept, talking drums, yeah.
There is a talking drum, too.
Yes, there is a talking drum as well.
That's there it is. That's like full
There you go.
circle. Talking drums.
We like circles on the Mr. Big Show. Also squares, rectangles, triangles. We don't discriminate against geometric shapes.
But circles are great.
Circles are great.
Yeah. Circles are pretty amazing, really. I mean, if we go full circle, I mean, circle is like kind of like the Zen, you know. It's the
If you make
paintbrush.
half a circle, it's a lucky horseshoe that holds your luck.
Wow. Is that Irish?
That's something, man. I don't know how many cultures have horses that they put shoes on.
I just found out I'm a little bit Irish. I didn't realize.
Yeah, somebody put a potato in you.
Excuse me. But
You're so polite. How'd you find out you were a little bit Irish?
Oh, I did the ancestry.
Are you a little bit black too?
No, pretty
no
much.
No black at all?
I think it's white. Yeah.
Zero? You're like zero. No, any Hispanic at all?
I thought I was Spanish. That was the thing. I always thought I was Spanish, had a little bit of French or something. My sister ended up getting French, oddly, but I didn't. And then it was just weird. Like I was just, like I finally did it, and I was like, oh, I figure I'm European, of course. But I was like, probably a little Spanish. And then
just gambling on
which
Spain.
My grandma had some Spanish, but she had a lot less than she thought, and therefore I had zero. And so it was just funny because I was like, oh wow, so now I know. And then I used to always say, oh, I'm not Irish, but I didn't know. And
what are you?
As 3% Irish, 3% Scottish. My primary is like 26 or 28% just English. Yep. And then
Limey Brit, yes.
And then Baltic, a little Baltic, like 9% Baltic.
Like Croatia?
Kind of like
Greece?
Like in the Baltic area.
The Ball area?
Baltic Sea, like Vikings and shit.
Where's the ball? What countries are Baltic, bro?
They're big people, Look them up.
Okay,
it's the Big Show.
It's the Mr. Big Show. We can't see. That's the thing. I told Greg this. We can't look things up on the Mr. Big Show because it would interrupt the flow.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess I can. We're gonna look it up right now.
It's the Baltic Sea.
The
Come on.
I know the Baltic fucking Sea. Come on. What's a Baltic country, folks?
You know what it is.
Baltic. Young Jamie, pull that up. The Baltic states: Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I didn't even know. Anyways, they're big
Latvia.
People. They're big people.
Yep. Cool people. So what else? I think it was all like I have Sweden, part Sweden. So I think that was like 11% or something. So a bunch of Europeans. All in the same, just all Europe, basically everywhere around Europe.
They ran a circle around Europe and
the ancestry is really interesting though. I really I mean, it's kind of creepy if you're not into like giving your DNA and all that.
Give me your DNA.
But if you're willing to give your DNA, it's pretty cool. You can make a family tree for free if you want to try it out. But if they have your DNA, they match up people like crazy. It's like,
I know. You could find like
you see the whole. You just barely put in a couple of your relatives, and then boom, it just like takes off and it keeps going.
Boom, digga, digga,
and it keeps like asking, is this connection? And you're like, it just I've gone like at least. Goes like 14 generations or something. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
What does that do for you though? Like, are you gonna?
No, it's cool. Like,
it's more information. I get it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm wondering, because it's a
Like,
factor in
it was
my
a
decision
gift.
making. Like,
It was
oh,
it was a
easy,
gift. So
easy then.
yeah, I got it as a gift. Like my whole family got it as a gift.
That's super easy then.
Yeah, so we were just like, all right, well, I'll
Christmas?
yeah. It was a
From
deal.
who?
My Gma.
Gma was like,
She's like, everyone,
let's
see, yeah.
That's funny.
But I don't know. It is interesting, 'cause it skips people, like some, like my grandma had some French or whatever, or my sister had some French, but
How?
for some reason I didn't get French.
How does that work?
Well, you just whatever your makeup is, like whatever.
What are they testing?
It's like what you get, It's
part of your DNA.
It's
is
like you have
partly. How do they? This is my question now.
you have DNA for your eye color, but you have other DNA in you for other eye colors.
But what about DNA for like? How do they know where the fuck you're from by DNA?
Well, they have the the names and stuff. They have it all connected with like your name and everything
Your
too.
DNA though, like what do they do with your DNA that allows them?
They
to
can
find
actually
out?
get pretty geographical. Like they go in depth into cultures.
DNA is geographical.
It's nuts how
This is what they're saying.
They link it. Yeah, they link it to the
How?
geography.
What's different about the DNA for maybe this is like beyond your scope of knowledge, but this is like crazy to me. Like how is DNA different? Like how is an Italian fucking piece of DNA different
Well,
from
you
a
know
guy?
how everyone like different cultures is susceptible to different, like viruses and stuff. Because
well,
they're
that's like yeah. Well, yeah, but like how do they know geographically by DNA? Like what is
It's all like
what is the
it's all
differentiate? How does the DNA know that the borders exist?
well, they have new technology and I don't understand it, but they update our statistics.
Like I'm saying the difference between French and fucking English, like aren't they close enough to it's like how does the DNA know the difference?
I guess we're just I know, right?
That's what I'm asking you, like reason with me.
Oh
like,
yeah. No, it's and it's always changing. Like they have new technology, so they'll keep on to it and they'll get new technology and they'll retest and then they'll
that
change
seems a little fishy.
change your percentages. So they change. They're always like they've updated my percentages like 3 times.
That seems a little fishy.
Because of new technology.
I don't like that.
So it's gonna be like to the best of their capability, but it's not.
Well, what if they're really wrong right
it's not
now?
factual. No, it's been really cool because like they connected.
Are they right?
Yeah, because I actually know my family history, and I know that I had Sweden family, so like they were
Okay.
spot on for that, and Sweden, so it's like it all
You have multiple levels of
connections, like
affirmation, like
Yeah.
beyond this,
New Orleans
interesting.
family.
and that probably helps them like
Yeah, and they even do
hone
like
in.
if you're like indigenous culture, then they have like actual tribes and stuff. So like if you're
We're Native Americans.
instead of just saying like Mexico or whatever, like they actually go into like the culture that was in those different cities and towns before. So it's kind of cool in that way. Like for Europe, like they don't have like the the little like details about the cultures like they do. But so mine was kind of boring. I was like, "Oh, I'm white."
Well, that's not necessarily boring.
I was
but
like,
that's
no,
funny. That's funny.
It was just when I was like, "Oh, it's all European." You're like, "Okay, that makes sense."
Nothing interesting
It's
about that.
nothing like caught me off surprise,
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I always wonder about that because it's like I think people think it's really important. I mean, it is. Like, it's a way that you communicate with the world and indirectly, I guess. Like, people will make assumptions about you based on, like, your background.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even after they ask you, I don't know.
Everyone
Or maybe
makes
it's just to
assumptions. That's the problem.
learn about different cultures or whatever, like just the process of everybody learning about each other, but like it's it's definitely an interesting facet of like human existence that we adopt these like arbitrary borders is like very important.
Oh
Like
yeah.
beyond the whole like being indigenous, like or having like some right to land that was
Well, like
stolen from
Californian
you,
or whatever, even like on a state wide too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. It's kind
yeah.
of weird because I think it's the same thing. Like I don't think it's any
Yeah.
different. Like what's the difference between Mexico and Central America?
What's the difference between me and you? No, I'm just kidding.
No, right. I mean, like,
Quote.
but geographically, politically, there's a difference between that. But like, what's the real difference? Like, I don't know. Historically I don't know. Like, I've thought about that a lot, and I've looked
Yeah.
into it too. It's like
Yeah,
the
it's
answer is not
interesting.
much.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
It was all indigenous people, like all along what is Mexico and Central America. Even though Mexico and Central America are connected, essentially.
Yeah.
And then like just arbitrarily separated.
Yeah.
A bunch of different countries down there. Political strife, I think.
What about like what's going on in Korea? You know. Okay. They're like cut. No, I'm just kidding.
What's going on in Korea
No,
and North Korea? I just watched a hilarious North Korean Godzilla ripoff
Really?
called Pulgasari.
Is that on their like Korean Netflix?
No, it was on fucking American YouTube.
So they didn't see it, but we got to see it.
No, they got to see it.
Oh, okay. I'm just.
They get to watch. It's their version of Godzilla. It's called
Mm.
Pulgasari, and it's actually a pretty good movie because they kidnapped a director from like Japan or like South Korea or
Yeah.
something. I can't remember.
Well, there's a new Godzilla too, like versus Kong.
What do you think that's about? Like, why are they?
Yeah.
No, they just like to make Godzilla movies, but
Yeah, trying to go deeper into
trying to
it.
go deep. Right? There is no depth. To fucking Godzilla, it's monster movies.
You're either one side or the other.
You're either black or you're white. No.
No.
Philosophically speaking, folks.
No, there's gray.
We're going to have to cut here. Zen was a wonderful guest on the
That's
Mr.
good.
Big Show, but I'm going to have to kill him now.
No, I'm just kidding. Snaps out of here.
Right. I could edit.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to animate, kind of. It seems like a fun, like, I watched this thing, Joel Haver. Do you know that guy? He does, like, some of the animation for Adult Swim. Like, I think he did Dreamcore LLC, maybe.
Oh, okay. LLC. I was just learning about LLCs.
They're
You
fun.
know, on the business side.
You should make one.
Yeah. Do you have one?
No, I have the business plan written out for one, but I've yet to engage with that because we're in the middle of a business killing pandemic and it doesn't seem like the right move.
Yeah.
But now that we're coming out of it, kind of, it's seeming again like maybe that could be an actual thing because it was honestly really impossible, like, to get strangers into a new place last year. Like, to be like, oh, like, come record.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
like, let's go make something or have lunch and network and, like,
Well, yeah.
so.
Yeah.
It wasn't really feasible to start out last year when I wanted to do it. But
been a weird year, so.
But now it seems like everything's on the up and up, and let's just hope for that. But
Yeah.
they postponed DDC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, the cases in I heard in Japan or whatever, and India are like going skyrocketing now.
Really?
So they're dealing with that. Yeah, but seems like it's been doing all right here. It's slowing down. So in the USA,
Good old USA.
yeah, good times. If you've been watching.
Porn.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Finish my sandwich. Hello.
Sandwich.
Are you capable of entertaining the Mr. Big Show while I take a dab?
I mean, it's up to you.
It's actually up to you to entertain them at this point. I'll
Me-
stay on mic so you don't feel lonely. They'll
Oh,
just hear,
okay.
like, loud crack noises.
Yeah, well,
Going off camera for a minute. Sorry, Mr. Big Show.
You know, it's a pretty cool studio set up in this place. You know, Mr. Big Show knows what's up.
Thank you.
He's just taking off in a jet. He'll be right back. You know, Josh has got some. Mr. Big's got some pretty sick records, you know, up in here. Only if we had a launch pad, I could really just like use a launch pad or something, you know?
Do you want me to set that up on the Mr. Big Show?
Yeah, that's like a necessity. Look at this guy's even got bongos.
I have bongos.
You hear that?
Mr. Big Show. He's on the Big Show, and he's a big man. Ooga booga. Ooga booga booga booga. Ooga booga. Let's see, we're going to try to, what is it, command? Is it a command click to enable the MIDI?
Yeah, command click.
So we're just going to, what do we make, a drum rack? Zen just likes to make music. I just want to put like a, is there a soundboard already built in? Guitar effects and noise. Look at him go on the Mr. Big Show. Oh, look at him go. He's on the Mr. Big Show. Tell his mommy he's on the Mr. Big Show. Oh. He's on the Mr. Big Show. Oh shit, I forgot. We're gonna have to part 2 on that jet takeoff. Not bad after all. You're clipping. You're just fucking clipping. You're red line in the Mr. Big Show.
Shit.
You're ruining my incredibly durable dynamic mic.
He could have. No, I'm not. He could have cut it.
No, I'm not.
He can just turn me down at that spot.
We'll live. I was giving him shit. Get off that drum kit. We could play music after it. You're on the Mr. Big Show. God damn it.
All right. Can't help it.
I know, I can't help it either. That was a whole lot of fun.
All right, so yeah, I mean,
I still have to take
questions, you know?
Yeah, of course. Of course I got questions. So, tell me, what is your favorite instrument? Is it the drums? Or is
You
it
know,
another instrument?
it's usually been the drums. I would
Do you
say
listen to drum music?
drum music.
Drum music.
Yeah.
What music do you listen to most? Most of the time.
Like right now, I'm always listening to that Tom Misch.
Dat Piff.
And
sorry. Tom Misch?
yeah, with that duo album,
Really?
Yusuf Days on drums. That's drum music right there.
So you like jazz?
That's the thing though. It questions music entirely. It's not even a jazz album.
So
It's
you
on
like jazz.
So it essentially it becomes jazz.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways,
But
tell us more.
yeah, but it's sick. I love listening to that album. And even Yusuf Day's live album, that came around the same time. It's pretty sick.
Yusef Daves is a drummer?
Oh yeah, legendary.
Sorry, I'm just playing dumb.
Yeah, no, legendary.
I like percussion because it's such an immense palette. Like a piano is a percussion instrument.
Yeah, I love piano. Yeah,
and
percussion in general. Obviously kind of biased.
I have the most percussion instruments out of anything. I have a lot of guitars. I have 10 guitars, but I have more percussion instruments.
Well, tech and percussion is kind of like you just kind of nerding out on gear. It's like collectible, and it's like.
Do you feel like you have gear acquisition syndrome? Do you have to constantly buy new gear?
Well,
not even new
I go
gear,
on
but
breaks.
like new used gear.
I go on phases. Well, I write it off for my business, so it's kind of nice.
You have a business?
Yeah.
Sole proprietorship or an LLC?
Just sole, but we don't have to discuss that.
It's enough of a tax write-off, yeah. We don't have to discuss it.
No, but
you're fine. Yeah, don't audit them.
No.
You'll find out where all of the money's going. It's going to Mexico.
No, it's not going to Mexico. It's cool, it's been good because I basically just write it all off, for my instrument. So it kind of makes me buy more, because it helps. Yeah. Yeah, so this is cool.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a cool little box.
Thanks for complimenting my box.
Yeah, it's you can't really sound. I mean, you can kind of sound sad on it.
You could play an A minor.
That's what I just played. Nice call.
Yep. Playing B low key. No. But there's not a really great way to tonicize B low Korean.
I don't know, but that's a cool thing right there. We already got a banger.
That thing's cool because you could retune it. If you notice, like the tangs, like you can comes with a little hammer, so you can
Yeah.
make the length.
It's
different.
like an Mbira, but not like the like the not Mbira.
It's a kalimba.
It's a kalimba. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, thumb piano.
Yeah.
Western version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's got a nice resonance,
That's actually a great instrument.
Yeah. No, I would record it a lot.
Yeah.
I record my little mini Xylo that I got. Baby Xylo, C major.
Yeah, I got a baby Xylo C major too. Vintage.
You can always sample it, pitch it. You
Yeah.
know,
That's the beauty of
throw it in.
digital synthesis.
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting. Oh, that's something I've been fucking around with is using the sampler a lot more and just like creating my own velocity sample banks. So I have like multiple velocities for each sound in the drum kit, and then or like having things loop continuously by getting the start and then like having a perfect loop.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, sampling's cool. It's underrated. I've been stuck on that simpler life, you know, and Ableton.
What do you mean? That's what Kanye West likes to do, and MF Doom.
Yeah, no, I mean the sampler itself, like
the sampler, the instrument,
like
yes.
you know, the sampler,
I
like
understand what you mean now.
you know, just like diving in. Like I use samplers, but like the old school, just using the sampler. You know. You know what's up? Woo! Mr. Big Show.
Mr. Big Show.
Here we go.
Next up on the Mr. Big Show, baseball. What's your favorite baseball team?
I'm gonna have to go with the Angels.
You're gonna go with the Angels?
Yep. Unfortunately, that's what I'm picking.
I like the Angels too.
I have a hat.
I have a hat too.
You know, sorry Dodger fans. I got a lot of Dodger fan friends.
Dodger fans.
LA, you know, respect, but
go Team Disneyland.
Team Disney.
Do you like Disneyland? Is it a thing for you, or are you like a theme park curmudgeon?
You know, it's cool. It's cool. I was thinking about Disney Plus, and they actually caught up to like Netflix or something. They're like halfway in the same subscribers.
Really? I watch The Simpsons like every day on Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever.
Wow. Yeah, they gained
hilarious.
half of the subscribers Netflix has within 2020.
Makes sense.
From now.
They have all those cool documentaries about Disneyland and
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah. Have you seen the stocks lately?
Which stocks?
Like all of them?
No. Dogecoin is up.
Dogecoin?
If you invested $1,000 in Dogecoin at the beginning of 2021,
what can you buy with Dogecoin?
To buy a Tesla.
Oh, you can buy a Tesla with Dogecoin? So
if you invested $1,000 at the beginning of 2021.
Well, 'cause I know that Bitcoin, you can buy a Tesla with Bitcoin, but I didn't know it was all crypto.
No, you'd have to convert it to real regular money. I don't know if you can. I don't know.
No, 'cause Tesla, he just announced it where you can buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. That was like a new drop.
Though?
I don't know Dogecoin. I have Bitcoin.
How much Bitcoin do you have?
I have
do you have a Bitcoin?
Yeah, I have 20.
You have 20 Bitcoins? You're
I have
rich.
$20 worth of Bitcoin.
I thought you were about to say you had 20 Bitcoin. I was gonna be like,
I think there's only like 20,000. You know, something.
Yeah.
I have like I think
cryptocurrency's interesting.
Yeah, like $20 in a crypto.
Crypto.
Into that crypto.
$20 in a crypto.
In that crypto.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean I've been on that stock grind. It's been interesting.
You've been day trading?
No, I'm more of a long term. You know, in the long term. So it's been cool.
Just diversifying that portfolio.
It's been cool. You know, just like kind of looking into it. It's like oh wow, I don't know. You're just basically investing in a business that you like. Yeah. So I kind of like to like pick places that I like, you know, businesses that I like that are good. And then it's kind of like you're investing in good, you know, the things. It's like you can't really do much on a solo for the world, but like a big business can. So if you put your money towards them, it's just like it helps the idea that you will like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think stocks should be about making money.
I mean,
But
it's all
cool that
about
you
it.
could affect like change in some small
Oh
way.
yeah. Well, you want to pick something that you know, 'cause you don't want to just go for like what people say, and like gets
Yeah.
money, but you want to know like what you're investing in. I feel like taking another step is to like choose what you invest in. Obviously if you invest in the S&P 500, you're going to be investing in America. But
Well, I mean, if you invest in the index fund for the S&P 500, you're 100% gonna make money.
well, 10% on average, but
More than any other. What was that? That was the bet that Warren Buffett made that he beat the fucking like
yeah, he beat it for
hedge
most of his
funds.
life. Yeah.
Like that's all you have to do, and then you diversify after you do that. Like the
Yeah,
majority
but-
of the money's in the index funds, and if you don't like believe in America, like you need to like probably like find a country like Sweden or something that has like more like robust like economic laws. Like pretty much sucks in America compared to that. Like if you're judging it based on scale, but I don't know. It's super hard to leave to like get a.
I don't know. It's
My
just-
buddy's friend got a job in Denmark though. It's not impossible. That's not like.
No, it's been cool. I mean,
but
it's a good like it is good because if you think about it, the way the system is, right? The reason why America like spends so much money and goes into debt, mostly, a lot of times what happens is it's just because if you save money, you have basically inflation, right? And then you're just sitting on money and it's getting inflated. So then you're losing that,
yes.
so you're just losing money by
You have to make money
saving
faster
money.
than the rate of inflation.
Yeah, and so, obviously that's where stocks are. You put your money so you beat that, But
And then a Roth IRA too.
yeah, which is still stocks, so it's it's just, mutual. But
They're safe investments. You should make those first, and then you make the more risky ones.
I do. Yeah, I max that out, and then I go on the individuals afterwards.
The trick is to use the dividends from some of those stocks to put into your Roth IRA and max it out.
Oh yeah, max it all out. You gotta max it all out.
But like you treat income sources as individual. Like if you can do that, like
Yeah.
that's the way to master your.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing.
the
I'm
individual
like over here
is-
just fucking spending money, but
Yeah, well, that's
here
what
we go.
that's what it is though. That's what I was gonna say. I just found out that the system itself is like built to spend money. Like it's built to be a consumer because if you hold on to money, it doesn't make you money. So if
Yeah.
you spend it and then you make more money,
You'll have the thing before it gets more expensive, or like whatever it is that
exactly
you need.
like
And food, like certain things stay like a
Yeah.
similar price in regards to
Yeah.
like how much you make. So as long as you don't go over budget
So
on
that's-
that, like a crackhead.
and it's all long term.
Judgment passed.
No,
No, I'm kidding.
but it's been interesting, and it's good. I feel like it's good to just, kind of diversify what, you never have everything in one basket, all your eggs in one basket.
You put some in your pockets,
Yeah, you put some in your pockets,
but
Put-
not the back ones.
put some
where
on
you're gonna sit.
rockets, and
Don't put them on rockets. That's you're talking
and then
foolishness
get
now.
someone and socket. Not just kidding.
Greg has a friend named Socket. Super
Socket.
cool guy.
Wow. Does he know how to use a socket?
Fuck you. Yeah, of course he does. I'm sorry. Apologize for being rude. Guests on the Mr. Big Show are not abused. They're treated very well.
Yeah, that's what.
Right, Zen?
That's what they say.
Did you have a happy
419.
Tuesday?
Yeah, 419 was great. I woke up early, ended out late,
Yeah.
But
Working.
yeah,
man.
working it, just working, right on 419, just yeah.
That's a nice haircut you got there, Mr. Kalimba. Do you get a fresh haircut every couple of weeks?
It's so funny. I was
I
just
do.
talking to somebody about that, and I don't. I mean, compared
What?
to other people, I think I thought I did, but really my turnaround rate for my haircut is about 5 weeks.
5 weeks for a haircut for Zen? It always looks like you just cut your hair.
Yeah, I cut my hair like a week ago.
Okay. That
And
makes more
I get a
sense.
1 to a 2 on the
Do you shave your neck? Does he shave his neck?
What do you mean my neck?
Like
this or like this?
the back neck.
Oh, yeah, so I always tell him to ride it on up.
Yeah, ride it on up.
I
Get
tell
that
him
natty face.
I was like, get rid of that rat tail.
Rat tail. I need to get rid of that rat tail.
Get rid of that rat tail. Give me a shot of whiskey and ride it on up. You know? No, actually, my
I have cold Jaeger.
my my barber.
Oh no! Zen goes to the speakeasy bar. They give him whiskey.
They do.
I know they do.
Yeah, they give a.
My bartender. The Freudian slip is strong.
My barber gives they used to give free beer out of a little mini fridge keg, and then they they
busted him.
Then they had bottles of whiskey behind every booth. But it loosens you up, gives you the incentive to give a good tip. It's a good strategy, I think. I mean, $30, and it's legal. You can actually be a barber and give alcohol for free, and it's legal.
Yeah, I could give you alcohol for free.
Yeah, exactly. And
why couldn't a barber?
Yeah, so it's cool. It's cool vibes.
It is. I like that haircut though.
Oh,
nice.
thanks.
It's fresh.
I was just actually talking to someone about it, and they're like, "Oh, you should get a 0 to a 1." Right now, I get a 1 to a 2.
Why should you get a 0 to a 1?
And I was like, "Well, maybe I could last 6 weeks."
This is a 0. I don't know. My hair grows pretty fast, so it's like every 2 weeks every 2 weeks I have to get it cut, or else it looks like a monster.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that's what my girlfriend's dad was saying.
Back of the neck.
He gets it every 2 weeks, and I was like, I probably should, but I let it grow out. I think it's kind of long.
Does Des ever say anything about the back of your neck?
Not that I know. That when I'm looking.
She comment on your appearance at all? She you look like fucking shit today.
Nah, well, it's like
she's like, you forgot to put on pants.
Well, the crazy the crazy part is doing your hair.
Yeah.
And then doing gel and stuff, and then you got to do all the extra gel when it's too long, so it's like you're basically wasting gel at that point,
You use gel?
Yeah, I use pomade.
Pomade?
Like a pomade, yeah.
Not gel.
Suavecito.
You use Suavecito?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's suave.
When I use pomade, I use Murray's. Did you ever put that shit in your hair?
No.
It's like fucking thick petroleum. Literally has a black man on it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But it was like greaser shit.
Yeah.
But it's like grease. It's like thick.
Okay.
And you can literally make a mohawk with it.
All right.
It's but it melts in the heat, so it's like.
Yeah, so does mine.
Yeah. Well, Suavecito's pomade too.
Yeah, but
Murray's is the original.
Yeah.
I might have a can of it. You need to smell it like this.
No, my hair will melt in the sun, it'll get flat and then
So luckily it was cold today and his hair looks fucking perfect.
But it will melt, but then the other thing about Suavecito, I'm not hating on Suavecito. I love Suavecito, but not sponsored or anything. But
not sponsored by anything, beer.
But they do have, because I love looking at ingredients of everything.
Yeah.
And they have beeswax. Pretty common, right? Pretty common beeswax.
Beeswax.
There's got to be a lot of beeswax in there though, because I get a lot of bugs that try to get me.
They're trying to make a hive in your head.
And it's always the Suavecito, because when I go out with other people, it's just the bugs come to my head, so.
It's funny that you've made that analysis. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, I attract bugs. It would attack me. Yeah, there was.
I think they like certain smells too. If I wear a certain type of cologne, they'll chase me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll get bees and whatever.
I get bees, man.
Get the bees.
I'm full of bees, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Here, I'll be right back.
All right. Well. Oh, he's just gonna pee on the Mr. Big Show. Alright, we're gonna get some drums. Alright, guys, here's some drums. You can hear it. Alright, there's some drums. Alright, let's get some of this going. How come I can't hear it? It's not playing. I'm probably solid.
I don't know what that means. You broke it. Oh, I turned it down, that's why. You like that? I just had to have more terps. Sorry.
This is the
It's the guitar patch. Zen likes music.
Alright, here we go. Mr. Big.
Mr. Big Show. Uh-huh. He's on the Mr. Big Show. Playing drums, Mr. Big Show. Uh-huh. He's on the Mr. Big Show playing drums. He's on the Mr. Big Show. He's on the Mr. Big Show playing drums. Little drummer boy on the Mr. Big Show. Big drummer boy on the Mr. Big Show. Oh.
What kind of drum set is this?
It's all cymbals. Sit down. I have more interview to do.
Alright.
You're ridiculous.
Let's get it in the Mr. Big Show.
Where's
that good?
He's addicted to sound, folks.
We gotta get this. Where's that hot fire?
There's no hot fire in there. It's hot shit.
Oh, dude, that is hot fire, dude. You can make that's like break right there.
That hot fire. Not a bad kit, honestly. Not a bad kit. They're full-length samples, folks. Do you prefer a full-length sample or a chop sample?
Yeah, that's the hard part. Sometimes it's nice to have a little flick.
Who's your inspiration for sampling? Do you have any in particular? There's a couple of people that you've talked to me about. That was just perfect.
Yeah, that was.
Perfect. Well, there's more beer if you want it. You don't have to drink it. I don't
Okay.
have to do wheelies back down the hill,
Cool.
but it's the guava.
It's the guava.
Do you like You like music, bro?
Yeah, I like music, man.
Do you have any inspirations for sampling?
You know, always, man. Just making some samples and shit.
Yeah.
You know, usually it's chill, dry, hot. I'm just kidding.
Hot.
So stupid. Hot
I'm
fire.
like, okay.
No, it's cold today. I don't know, man. I don't know anymore.
Do you make music every day, Zen?
Yeah, I do a little music ditty every day.
That's
you know,
good.
I like, either I got a bass. That
Got
was
a bass?
Yeah, I got a bass.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a bass.
What kind of bass did you get?
I got a Ibanez reverse P bass pickup.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Have you been playing it? Doing little gyms?
Yeah, I recorded some myself with the beat with the bass, and it's nice to have a good sound. I just got a new cable, Curlin cable, shout out.
Shout out to Curlin. They're the best cables in the world.
Gold
But
tip.
You can't know why.
Gold tip.
But you can't know why.
You don't know why, but they are.
Mogami's better, but
Yeah.
Curlin's good for like
They're
gear.
solid, you know.
Super solid.
Got the cloth, you know.
Yeah, they looks cool. They got the flavors.
Mhm.
Very important.
Yeah. But yeah, so I got a new cable, new strings, new bass. I also got a complete control keyboard.
Did you buy it new?
Mhm.
Damn. Good
Yeah.
for you.
It's brown, it's walnut. Just wood,
Beautiful.
dark wood.
I love natural finish basses.
Yeah. No, I like single too. Single color, single, whatever it is.
Yeah, like
I don't
neck
like the
and
really
the
two-tone. I like the
I like some
Stardust.
I like Fender guitars.
Yeah, like the
But,
Stardust.
if it's not a Fender guitar like classic, one of their classic colors, one of their classic guitars, it's
Yeah.
like, fuck you.
Just
stop
get a
trying.
solid, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the walnut's nice. I like the walnut.
God damn it, Sam.
Cut it.
So, are you okay?
Yeah, too much cider, man.
Oh, cheers to that. So, we're on the Mr.
Yeah.
We're on the Mr. Big Show drinking
Woo!
delicious beers, and these I don't even know how to explain that.
I
It
do. I
sounds
just
a
got-
little tipsy.
I just got grilled.
It happens to the best of us. I've definitely done that to myself. I smacked my head on the mic stand earlier while I was grooving. I was like, "Kunk," and I was like, "That hurt."
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Mic technique,
Mic technique. you can't hold it too close to your face, or else.
It's like holding a knife. You never point it towards yourself.
Exactly. The Scout's honor on that one. You gotta make sure to
Scouts.
hold the edge
Stupid
away.
as shit.
It's
What are you,
perfect.
Eagle Scout over here?
No, I wanted to be a Boy Scout, but my mom didn't let me.
And
for
they
whatever
wanted you to be a Boy Scout.
Oh boy. Apparently that's just like lawsuit fishing, that shit.
Yeah,
Like
I wanted to be a Girl Scout.
the fuck?
No.
Fuck off, Zen, with you. Oh, did you really?
I mean, who wouldn't want to sell those cookies?
cookies? You want to sell cookies? That actually sounds like fun.
Just chill
Now
at the
that you
store
think
and
about it like that.
sell some cookies.
Yeah.
Talk about biz.
I don't know. I just remember my friends going camping when they were, or my buddy Tyler,
Yeah.
ironically enough, going camping, and I think a raccoon fell off the roof.
Wow. How long are these Mr. Big shows?
They get pretty long, I mean, there's no like recording limit on it, so it's like they just they kind of go until it's like undetermined length.
That's true.
I think the more stuff we cover, like it's fun for people to watch.
Yeah.
Like people come
yeah.
back to it. I think
Oh,
and
people,
watch
you
more
know.
of it. Like or
It's a
parts
really
at a
big
time.
topic. A lot of big topics.
Lots of different topics.
Yeah, big spectrum of topics.
It's hard to stay focused on a podcast sometimes.
Yeah. No, but it's the big, topic show, basically.
I guess I mean, if you want to call it that, like honestly, like I said, the idea before is just to get people that I know, like personally,
Yeah.
and lock them in a room with me, hold them at gunpoint, and make them talk to me.
Wow.
For as long as possible.
Well,
that was what I did as soon as you got here, and now you can't escape. You're here.
Yeah, we try
forever.
We try to get out, but you can only do so much.
You can only scratch at the walls.
Yeah.
I mean, so hard before. Anyways, but yeah, like you know, if you want to
hit that cowbell.
if you're tuckered out, you just tell me. You're like tap out, Mr. Big Show over. But like I could talk to you for however long. I'm very comfortable here. So.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And like
so
I said, we could get those hot wings.
Yeah, or
flowing.
like hot wings and some Doritos or something.
You like Doritos? I think Doritos were invented at Disneyland.
Wow.
Like from leftover tortilla chips?
Okay.
Doritos and Fritos. Don't quote me on that one.
Frito-Lays?
Mr. Big Show. I know Fritos were invented at Disneyland, but I think Doritos were too.
That's really interesting that you know that. Where'd you learn that?
I like Disneyland a lot, or it did when I was a kid. It's been like kind of a lifelong fascination because I think Walt Disney was
You ever stay at
cool?
You ever stay at California Adventure, like at the hotel?
I haven't stayed at that hotel. That's like something I want to do when I have a lot of money.
Yeah,
like stay in one of those really nice penthouses.
Yeah,
I've stayed at Paradise Pier, the very inexpensive hotel, and that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with my family when I was a kid. We went like 3 times.
Nice. Yeah,
stayed in that hotel.
You got to do that hotel though. It's really weird. They like when you walk in, they treat you like family, like they're like, or like, like all the employees are just like, you're going to have a blast of a time, sir.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hospitality for you there. Like, you pay enough money, like, you
The
want to
one
make
thing,
sure.
though, you got to remember, if you need anything out of your car, get it while you're getting in there. Because, let's be real, they say that you don't need to do valet, but you have to do valet. Because the parking is across the street, and then in between the street, there's an island, so you can't actually cross the street. Like if you wanted to walk. I've done that
before. You have to walk like up and then back. You have to do like a U-turn.
Yeah, you have to walk.
You could jaywalk.
You have to walk
like I did.
so far.
Yeah, but you're not going to do that with your fucking
around.
Family yeah.
And then so, if you don't realize that and then you give your car away and you need to go get something out of your car, of course they're going to valet you your car, but now you feel like you're like, okay, I have to pay you now.
Yeah.
So, get all your snacks out. Like right away.
Get all your weed. Can you smoke weed in the?
I don't think any
hotel
lets you actually. So
legally.
Yeah.
Nobody tried.
But management and it's all dependent on management.
You have a balcony. Do you have balcony? I guess that's my question. Do you have balconies at the California Adventure?
I didn't, but I'm sure they do.
That seems like a very fun hotel because it spits you out right into there.
Yeah, and they have a great bar at the bottom.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it a good bar?
Right at the bottom, there's a bar. Like you enter, and then you go to left, and there's the bar right from California Adventure. It's a nice, fancy bar, and that's where I hang out at night.
Get schmammered at Disneyland. Did they have like Disney themed drinks?
I just had a Moscow Mule.
Moscow Mules.
You just sniff your microphone.
No, I went like this.
Oh, blowing through your nose.
I was like,
wow.
I was like, what's the other?
Is that what these have been doing? No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I put this one in my mouth.
Oh.
Greg did some weird shit to that one.
Dang.
Mics are dirty.
Wow.
We need to make mic sanitization spray. We'd
Yeah,
probably
we're gonna
make
have
a
to
lot
cut
of money
that
off
out,
of that.
because of COVID,
I don't. Yeah, honestly, I think if you have a healthy immune system and then like, or you're vaccinated and or you had and then have antibodies, like, probably pretty good, and a lot of people fall into one of those categories. So it's like
yeah. Well, now in America,
could be.
But
like
if you're in like somewhere else,
if you're in certain areas in America, I know it's Anyways, I try to avoid the subject because it's like a little bit too.
No one likes the trigger word.
Well, it's not something I want to promote.
Yeah. No.
Like I don't want to promote the existence of that. Like I don't want to really talk. Like there's nobody who's an expert about it. Like whose opinion like I really value more than not necessarily. Like it's just not a subject I want. Not that I don't value other people's opinions about it. It's like a subject who I don't think anybody has the experience to like really talk about intelligently.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Like in terms
it's new,
of like, it's a lot of regurgitated information, and I don't even want to engage with that.
Yeah.
Like on both sides, like me talking and then them talking, and it's like I have a sensation that it'll go away and that people will be fine. So, just promoting that idea instead of anything else, taking necessary precautions or whatever. But it's like, it feels a little culty to me.
It's,
or weird or bad or like not like the right interpretation.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all about survival of the fittest, but unfortunately, some people had started at different points in their life, but
realistically, the way that plays out isn't always the way that people perceive it. Like, you could think that you're weak, and then it's like maybe you're actually not.
Yeah, but everyone's different, I feel like it's just that everyone's individual,
I think it's about respect, right? Like you have to respect people's ability to reason and their respect the way that they want to live their life and all that shit. And then we come together and we still are able to have community and like
we try,
exchange of ideas.
Yeah, I mean for the most part,
Yeah, there's some like super nasty shit out there, but it's like I avoid that.
Yeah,
like 100% in my own scheme of thinking, Yeah. So it's like still fun to hang out with people.
It's
for
like
me.
I think I got a cable almost like that one.
It's a cool cable.
That
it's
gray
the
one,
curly,
not the curly one, but the gray one.
Fabric.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
They're both pretty cool.
That's exactly the cable, the gray with the gold tips.
I actually stole it from you.
Do you like it?
I stole it from you today.
Is it good?
No, I'm kidding.
I know.
It's a great cable.
I did get it today.
I got it at the NAMM show.
Yeah. Oh, when you got hooked up.
Hooked up from Curlin. Thank you, Curlin. Sponsored by Curlin Cables.
Yeah. No, that was a cop, Mega Cop.
Mega Cop.
Yeah.
I got both of those cables.
What? How long is it still working?
And
good?
I have a bunch of patch cables too.
Still working good for you?
Yeah. No, it's really, I can't really like disclose. Neither of us can really disclose what we know about the company, but it's like they're great cables, just as good as any other cable.
I even get the like cheaper Curlin cables.
Yeah, they're the same great cables.
Yeah.
Sorry, the carpet's
the black,
all
just the
up.
solid black.
Yeah.
In like a 6-pack, 25 foot. It's
nice. I need to get some more Mogamis. I actually really like California Adventure. Like Soarin', California is an amazing ride.
Yeah.
And then the whole like Grizzly, like the Redwood Trail thing. That's fucking sick. I know it's for kids, but it's like.
Well, I feel like California Adventure is more for adults.
It is.
Yeah. It's
overall.
like it's Disneyland with beer, and a little bit more.
It's Disneyland with beer.
It is Disneyland with beer. You can wait in lines for beer.
I did do that.
Yeah, and you
beer.
can't do that in Disneyland.
Now you can. They're serving alcohol in Disneyland.
Oh, well.
Blue Bayou. Doesn't that kind of like, isn't it weird?
That makes sense. Yeah, I knew they were going to do it, but it's like.
They're changing it a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
You know what's crazy?
They're changing it very fast.
Going back to stocks. Disney stocks.
I have Disney stocks.
Went down, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously coming back up and higher than ever. And it's just crazy, like how all these people with money, just like when everyone was losing money or not making money, they're just like making all this money because everything went on to these big businesses, all the small businesses. I know, again, kind of on topic, but just like,
Everything's on
you
topic.
know, like just like it's just crazy, you know, with all the how like the big businesses just came up, you know, and now they have Disney Plus, so Disneyland's like
yeah, that's
they
a really
didn't
big
they didn't make money
business
from their actual physical Disneyland.
Yeah, they had to furlough everybody.
They
shut
did
down all the
streaming
parks,
and
except for a
competed
couple
with
of 'em.
streaming sites.
Yeah.
So you pay for a subscription to streaming. I mean, think about those as tickets. I mean, those are people every month coming in, watching your show.
Yeah. You could do it like that, and then
That's how they went around, you know. And then now they're just skyrocketing even more. So when they come
maybe
back,
that's why they're changing all the rides. I mean, not all of them, but like the Jungle Cruise and then Splash Mountain. Like, they're doing a whole retheming of Splash Mountain.
Star
That's
Wars
not
too.
Splash
They
Mountain.
finished Star Wars, all that.
I
you
think
know.
that's cool. I don't know.
But they
I'm
had
gonna
the
miss Splash
Space
Mountain.
Land, you know, like or whatever it was
Nostalgic or
called.
whatever.
Yeah.
Spaceland,
You know, it's like they
Tomorrowland?
had Tomorrowland. Yeah.
where Star Tours is.
Yeah, I fucked up. Let's see, rookie man. I haven't been in so long.
It's fun. We should.
What
we
about
should go. They're open.
You know, we could go to Six Flags.
Really?
Yeah, I like Six Flags. Cause
I've never been to Six Flags.
I like the rush. I like extreme roller coasters. I've actually I've fallen off of almost fallen off a roller coaster once in my life.
Really? What happened?
It
What was the life?
was
or
a
death
circle.
Scenario?
was a circle, you know, the one that looks like a train and it goes back and forth, back and forth. It's like at a fair. It just kept going back. Actually, twice I've had 2 bad experiences. But you know, it was just going back and forth, back and forth. It goes to the top, and I went on, and the guy let me on, even though I didn't weigh enough.
You didn't weigh enough, and he still let you on.
Yeah, I was under by like a pound or 2, and they just let me go on. And I kind of like slipped out, and I had like my mom grab me, and I'm here today, still alive.
Still alive? I don't even believe it.
I could have slipped out. It was just not enough. It was like so much G-force.
A lot of G's.
What the?
I'm ordering the chicken wings.
Oh wow.
I'm still listening. But yeah, that, and you still like that shit? After
Yeah.
that wasn't like a traumatic experience.
Yeah,
for
'cause
you?
I'm bigger
You have
now. Like
PTSD or
you
anything?
can't squish me out. You know, I can't fall out.
Bro, you can't squish me out.
You can't squish me out.
Oh my god. Dead.
Can't squish me out.
Dead. Oh, here it is. Here's a Domino's.
All right. Is there any like intermissions
You can go pee if you want.
or like, you know, just like a breather?
You want a breather?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Breathe.
Breathe. You don't have to. You just don't talk on the Mr. Big Show. It's all right.
Mr. Big.
They have a thing
So on
called
the
a
Big
meat
Show,
set.
what is big then? You elaborate. What is the big?
My dad, his first nickname for me was Mr. And then his second name for me was Mr. Big. Like when I was like 6. And
Wow.
He just always called me Mr. Big, Bigglesworth, bigness,
Are you part-
Bignacious,
are you part-
Big Nation,
Are you part Texan?
Biglet.
No, I'm just kidding.
Like he had every fucking like name that you could make big. Like yeah, big is my nickname because I was I'm actually the largest one in my family, probably besides my cousin, and he's like wider cuz he's like super muscly. But I think I'm still taller than him. I'm like the tallest person in the whole family, so I guess maybe that's why, like a logical reason, but you know.
Yeah.
We can end at any time. I do need a drum key.
Yeah, I think I'm about to tap out.
Is Zen tapping out of the Mr. Big Show?
I think I am.
Let's do a monster
think I
drum
am-
solo.
I think I'm tapping out.
Let's do a monster drum solo, and then I'll hit end on that.
All right. Drum solo.
That was the Mr. Big Show.